Team ban.
Alright guys, Pinoy Dodo, Kappa. Well, Mineski versus mith.trust. Game 2 of this best of 3 semi-finals. Loser goes home, winner fights for $1,000 against either MUFC or the other Pinoy team. I think it's IPT. Yeah, so it's gonna be that. This is the semi-finals. It's not over just yet. mith.trust are a game down. They were leading in the previous game, but then they fell short. Mineski being able to carry the game into the later portions and well took them down. Lack of damage, but well, big shout out to our sponsors Gigabyte, Western Digital, Corsair, as well as Dota Talk. I'm your host Lysander Sonora, and I'm not alone. I'm with Gods. You guys all know him, BTS Gods. Yep, he's here with me in this broadcast. Welcome to the broadcast once again.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the GEST June semi-finals. I'm excited to be getting some time to cast now and looking forward to game number 2 here, seeing if mith.trust can bounce back, or Mineski, the Pinoy hopes, one of 2 Pinoy hopes here, the GEST. If you go back 2 or 3 months, the Pinoy teams were like struggling to get out of the group stage or losing in the first round of the playoffs, but here they are as actual title contenders.
Yep, they are, and it's quite a good amount of money as well, especially in the Philippines. $1,000 is quite a bit of money, and with all those gaming equipment as well, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, some cool. Actually, it's Corsair providing some
The mouses,
some peripheral, mouses and keyboards, maybe even those headsets as well. So, big thanks to Corsair, as well as Gigabyte, of course, who have been supporting and running the GSTs for however long. They've been doing it for years now. Back in 2012, they were doing the GST IDC for Dota 1, and here they are, Dota 2, still supporting the Dota genre.
Yeah, and mith.trust actually get their hands on your Treant Protector, so you want to have a little bit of a monologue here?
I'm done. It's
Yeah, but there's an Alchemist, there's a Weaver.
It makes it easy for me to know who I'm going for this game. Well, I mean, I love my Filipino brothers Mineski as it is, and now even more so. I'm going, well, sweet, let's go Bimbo, let's carry your team to victory, game 2.
I'd like to ask though, what does Buzian or Bazian mean?
Busian's just like I'm
Like
sure there's
fighting?
people in the chat who give you.
It's like the Koreans say fighting. Koreans.
Yeah, it's sort of like fighting. It's just one of those. It doesn't translate to that, but it's just one of those like let's go, like kind of just chants, like one of those things you say, which is it's one of the Mineski have this like catchphrase thing, which is Tuala Leng Busian. Tuala Leng is like have faith or like trust in us. And then Busian is like we'll beat our something like we'll beat our opponents. I'm sure there's some Pinoys in the chat who can translate better than I can.
2 minutes in, that's gonna erupt.
Keep an eye on that chat.
I always keep my eye on the chat during the draft, guys. This is when I don't have to do much camera work, so the draft screen's near me, and you guys can tell me about anything in case I self-mute once again. I was trying to block out a cough for you guys. It's not a really nice cough anyway, so gonna block that
I don't
out.
think there's such a thing as that. I would love to find a person that has like a pleasant cough to listen to. I'm sure there's got to be someone out there who has like I know some people have that like fake little like girly cough, but that's like a real cough. But I'm sure there's someone out there who has a very enjoyable cough.
I mean, the same can be applied to sneezes. I have a friend who actually has a very funny way of sneezing. The other day she was just talking to me about it, and she actually says Pika before she sneezes. She built this habit, so every time she sneezes, she'll say Pikachu. And it was so I think it's really good. I've never heard it myself, but she made it a conscious effort, and one of the times she actually sneezed on the bus, and yeah, a lot of people turned to look. It was a really loud sneeze, but she went with the Pika as she built herself to do it. She trained herself to do, and yeah, it was really interesting. I'd like to hear it someday, but alright, back into the draft. Dragon Knight for the Kells. No, not the Kells. It's gonna be Abba's Dragon Knight. Yeah, Abba's Dragon Knight. Alchemist, Weaver, 2 hard carries right off the bat for Mineski.
And well, Mineski, they ban out the Kells carriers. They ban out Antimates. They ban out Morphling. I think he hasn't played Clinks in so long. Clinks to me is my favorite carry hero to see the Kells play. I just love seeing him play this hero. I mean, he's the one who made Morphling like getting first recognized as a good carry hero. But my favorite hero to see him on is that Clinks. So I would love to see mith.trust go for a Clinks pick here. They probably just want to pick up 1 or 2 of their. Well, they've already got 1 support. They probably want to pick up another support before they do that. But I'm curious to see what they're going to get him. I don't think he's going to be on the Dragon Knight.
And look at that respect ban on that Crystal Maiden for RR.
RRCM, too strong.
Yeah, and Spectre, wow, 3 carries? Are they playing AOTD?
Whoa. This is
AOTD.
This is weird. Alchemist can solo mid, of course. That's how the Chinese teams use him quite a bit as a solo mid, and they actually go for a mech on Alchemist. Like, it'll be just go for the max acid and stun. They don't go Greevil's Greed. They go for like a utility Alchemist, more ganking based. They'll go for the Shadow Blade later, but we may even see support Alchemist. Alchemist as a support, get him with like a Shadow Demon or something else. He can do pretty well.
Right, so Basya means wipe out or leave no one alive. That's what the chats are saying.
Okay.
Ubos means white out. I think Ubos means
Yeah,
white out.
Ubos
Basyan is team wipe.
Yeah, Ubos is like team wipe. Yeah,
Alright, so
I knew that one.
I'll try to incorporate that if it does happen. Life Stealer, so it's gonna be the draft of greed here. Lots of avarice all across the board. Everyone's just gonna carry. This is a pub game, guys. Mineski, 3 carries. Wow, they're playing really greedy, and I actually hope mith.trust can exploit this and, well, crush this with early aggression. But they're playing a very defensive one. Lifesteal has a lot of aggression taken out of him in the previous patch. The Treant Protector is not a naturally aggressive hero, and now we have a Shadow Demon, gonna be even more defensive here. Like you said, 3 cores and a hard support, 1 and 2. So we're gonna see if they can, if Mineski can pull this off. It's really greedy actually really greedy.
It's greedy, but I think it's gonna work okay because Shadow Demon Alchemist will, I think, be the 2 supports here. I think Alchemist with a Shadow Demon, you can guarantee the setup for that, except against Lifestealer, because Lifestealer will rage off the Alchemist stun, but I think Shadow Demon Alchemist will be roaming around as supports, and then they need something for the off lane, but they don't want to greedy. Well, I guess Weaver will be off lane. They need maybe even a solo mid right now. They'll do Shadow Demon Alchemist, Spectre, Tri-lane. They need a solo mid of some kind, probably to be played by Jay. Bimbo did play the solo mid DK last game. I think, to me, his best role is that solo mid. Sometimes he plays solo mid, sometimes he plays carry, sometimes he plays off lane. Like Mineski, with all their roster changes, he often plays a different role depending on what's needed. But I think he's best at the solo mid.
Yeah. Who are you talking about again? Was it the Lone Druid player?
No, the Dragon Knight player, Jay.
Oh, Jay.
Bimbo.
Okay.
He's also known as Bimbo in the Philippines.
Okay, but yeah, this Lion pickup, it actually reminds me of a pub game I played a couple of nights ago, well, a couple of weeks ago, where one of my teammates, he played Lion against the Spectre, and he casted an Aghanim Scepter, Finger of Death on the Spectre with 3 of us around, and we just evaporated because, yeah, the Dispersion did a lot of damage to us, not to count the Spectre Illusions, the Radiance, everything was just burning us down, and out of desperation, he shot the Finger and we all of us died, so it brings back a little bit of nightmares. And I'd like to question the Lion pickup here. I agree it's great on Weaver, but it's gonna have a lot of problems against the Alchemist as well as the Spectre. So I don't know. The Lion feels a little bit
very
weak.
squishy hero.
Yeah, especially now they go for 3 cores as well. So what is happening here? It's 3 cores, and they do Mineski do a little bit of LGD, like you said, Shadow Demon, Jack Hero. They're gonna draft 2 very hard supports with 3 cores, and I don't like the Lion pickup. I'm gonna be very honest right now. Lion, apart from solo mid, I think he belongs nowhere because he's really bad on the side lanes. Really bad. His Hex costs way too much. His Impale does close to nothing at level 1, and he's not a good level 3 hero compared to, say, Crystal Maiden, SD, Jakiro. He's a very bad hero. Unless they run in middle, which is unlikely. He already picked up a bunch of wards.
Yeah, he's support.
I don't like mith.trust.
He needs to get a lot of levels early on. I feel like he has to go to the safe lane and just use lots of pulls to get levels, and if it's Tri-lane versus Tri-lane, Lion does very poorly, but looks like Mineski may go safe lane Tri-lane. I like that they've got 2 supports, Shadow Demon and Jakiro, who are both very defensive, because when you have 3 cores, you can't be affording to have support heroes who need farm. You can't go for something like a Chen who sits in the jungle farming. You need supports who can do stuff at level 1, which Shadow Demon and Jakiro can do, so it will be Jay Bimbo playing the Alchemist in the mid lane. We'll introduce Mineski, who are on the dire side here. There you go, Pinoy team. Tuala Lane Mineski fans. We've got Jesse Vash. Then we have Shadow Demon being played by Ara, who loves his girlfriend Bianca. And then we have the other 2 players, G on the Jakiro, and then finally Spectre being played by Owa, who's going to be on the carry once again.
And on the side of the Radiant, TNK, mith.trust, they're going to be running the Life Stealer as TNK. And it's going to be R5 playing the Lion. Abba going to be on the DK. Lakel is going to be playing the hard carry Storm Spirit. And SD going to play the Treant Protector. And I like what Jesse Vash is doing at the bottom lane. He spent that first Sakuchi, runs into the jungle here. I saw this quite a couple of months ago where a Bounty Hunter or Queen of Pain, he would just blink into the into this tree line here and just sap XP because he knows he's not going to get any XP. He's going to get pushed out of the lane, so he's just going to sit here and just absorb XP.
And here we go.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how he can do that. If he can actually get out or not. You can actually see the hero get if you check the scoreboard, you can see that he's getting levels, and then say, okay, he's hiding somewhere. Where is he actually hiding? So we'll see if mith.trust can pick up on that very early on. But I feel Treant Protector and Lion not the best. Sure, you have Lion who's got lots of disables, but he's not even starting off bottom. So Weaver's actually going to be able to last hit, or at least compete for last hits in bottom lane.
Yeah, it's going to be a Lion as well as a Lifestealer dual lane. I think Lion, for him to work out really well, he has to be part of a level 1 gank, which benefits him a lot. Otherwise, he really needs some lucky kills in the early game. Otherwise, he's not going to get a lot. And we already see the Jakiro, Spectre lane. Yeah, it's not something they will be able to kill. Jakiro's really tanky, Lion doesn't have the burst. And Lifestealer, he's pretty crap now in terms of early game aggression. So, I won't put it past him to actually get a kill. So we're gonna look at the mid lane. It's gonna be Jay versus Dragon Knight. It's gonna be a pretty even matchup, I feel. Who gets the bottle first? Actually, it's whether DK can lay down enough hurt before level 6 for Alchemist. Because once Alchemist gets to level 6, it's over. You won't be able to kill him. He'll regen so fast. You'll get the acid spray going all the time. And oh, looks like Weaver was found out. Was he found out? He comes into the he comes into the lane there.
No, he just wanted to go for last hits because it's only a Storm Spirit Treant. They can't actually harass him. He's already got 3 CS here, so there's no point hiding when he can go for CS here, and he's going to do just that. You mentioned the Lion is a weird pick, and this, I'm surprised Lion, he's like roaming around. They need to get levels on Lion. He can't afford to roam around the map right now.
Yeah, and well, Lion is not going to achieve a lot here. He has really subpar movement speed. He's not a hero that can just outspeed an early game hero, and like maybe if you look towards a hero like, let me think of a hero that's fast. Well, I can't think of a support hero that's fast right now, but there's some support heroes that can just outspeed them just by a little bit. If a Lion ganking could work if you're going against something like Invoker, maybe Death Prophet in the early stages, they have 280 movement speed, 285, something could work out. But Lion has 295, even a Rubik has 295, Lion has 290, Rubik has 295, so he's finding it very difficult to even get there, and daytime vision is such a huge thing. Without smoke, you won't really get in position, and his stun is not instant as well. His impale needs a little bit of time to travel, so he won't be getting much of that. He denies the double damage, and he will be able to poke Weaver with a little bit of right clicks, but he'll take a lot of creep damage in return, so nothing much he can really do. He's going to sap some EXP from Lakel's now.
Yeah, I think this is okay. Lakel's only Stormstripe you want a fast level 6, but if it's coming at the cost of line gain, no experience, it's not really worth it. So the pulls are coming from Treant Protector, and I feel almost, if anything, Treant Protector should be the one not getting experience, because Living Armor, even just at level 1, can be fairly useful, helping out these other lanes, and, well, Lifesteal at top, he's going to get Initiate on, but there can be Living Armor coming out, he can't really be killed off, I don't think.
Yeah, and, well, Storm Spirit, he's gonna get quite a good time here. I mean, the Weaver, he can try and be a little bit cheeky here and there, but he's probably not going to get too much out of this. But Shadow Demon's actually phasing out the Lifestealer quite far behind. He's only sitting at level 2, and Shadow Demon's already sitting at nearly 3.
About time.
So, I don't know.
This is, early game wise, I think Mineski are doing pretty well here. Alchemist at the mid lane, he's just doing even, but he's actually going for a greedy build with the Greevil's Greed. I'm surprised. Normally you see the Alchemist solo mid, like at least the way the Chinese teams like to use him, it's the stun with the acid spray and you go for the fast bottle. I imagine he's already got a bottle up, so he is going for a fast bottle, but going for the Greevil's Greed, they want to play a more sort of late game based play.
You probably will go to stun if you're expecting ganks from your teammates, but I don't think Shadow Demon's going to be lending him any hand anytime soon, and neither will Jakiro. So, and it's really hard to kill Abba alone, so he's probably not going to do that. He's going to go for the more economical. Oh, gang up top.
TNK is going to rage out of this. He's actually, I think he's slowed up enough.
Good ice path.
Yeah.
And yeah, he might go down. Dual breath.
Oh, the dual breath. It doesn't hit.
Oh, living armor anyway.
That dual breath hit. It's probably a kill because of the slow, but maybe the living armor. He can. Yeah. His living armor is living armor.
Support cancer.
Yeah.
And already up at full health with the salve, so not gonna get out of there. Like I said, the economical build here for Jay. He's just gonna be using acid spray 3 levels in that as well. Abba is not gonna have a good time. Just standing in there, seeing your health sizzle away is not something that's enjoyable, to be honest. And face boots for Alchemist, which is a sign that he's going for the mechanism build, because usually you don't go upgraded boots on the Alchemist unless you're Because you usually want to rush up the Shadow Blade first, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Rush something like a. He might. I imagine he'll rush a Shadow Blade here this game. He'll maybe get a magic wand and just go for a fast Shadow Blade. I'd be surprised by a mech pickup, just because also because of who the player is. He doesn't play Alchemist like the Chinese do as a utility hero. Who's going to play it as a carry and sort of big ganker, which will be a Shadow Blade build. So I expect a first item Shadow Blade coming out from him.
Yeah, and like what Jay's doing with the jungle stuff, he pulls this camp. He pulls this camp here. And, oh wait, I hear Dragon Tail go out here on Alchemist. Alchemist could be in a little bit of danger. Impale goes out. Here's our first blood. Dragon. Oh, Lion gets in as well. So R5 suddenly finds himself at level 4. Solo kill, no, a dual kill on the level 5 Alchemist. The solo mid kill is always a great kill. But, wow, that was a good kill to pick up. And, yeah, I like what Alchemist did. He pulled the creep wave here at the right time. Oh no, more kills. Shao Demon in the middle lane. He traps up the Dragon, and Dragon pops his ultimate. He has the Dragon Tail, but now Jesse Vash, he's coming in. Good impale on 2 of them, so it's going to be saving his hard carry's life. And, well, that was good support from the Lion. So whatever I say today seems to be, well, proven wrong by the players.
He's got some good early levels. He's level 4 already, and the kill helped him get there. He was like level 3 before then, so he's done pretty well there. Rune at bottom lane actually gets picked up by Dream Protector. Not that Weaver had a bottle or anything, so SC will just steal it more than anything. He's not going to make much use of this, but this is a decent start for Myth, but they haven't done anything about the Spectre farming, really, so I feel at this point in the game it's still quite even between the two teams. mith.trust is with a very slight edge.
Yeah, but Lion, once he hits that level 6, is a free kill. I mean, not a lot of supports can survive a Finger of Death, but like I was saying, the Alchemist, he pulled the creep camp here, and he threw the acid spray here. Just when the creep wave was about to pull, and he just pulled 2 camps at once.
Yeah, he's pulling 2 camps. He's being very efficient with his farming. Even if he sometimes messes it up a little bit, but for the most part he's doing it perfectly. He's gonna, even though he's been ganked off, his farm is probably going to be the highest. He's not quite currently the highest net worth, but once he kills off that stack, he'll have the highest net worth. And maybe we see DK Lion gank him again. They're actually smoked up, but they're heading towards top lane.
Yeah,
probably looking for a Spectre kill.
Yeah, this Spectre, if he gets big, Lion is going to evaporate, and once your Lion evaporates, you lose a big amount of disables. Storm Spirit as well, he's going to take a lot of damage, but Alchemist, I like Acid Spray because it's a good farming. Oh, Dragon up top, G is in big trouble, he gets stunned up, Impale to follow as well, and open wounds, and yep, Dragon Knight picks the last hit on them, like Jesse Vash, he comes in here, he wants to get a kill. Yeah, disruption on him. No, rage 5 seconds, is he going to get out? No, he's going to invest. Yeah, living armor keeps him alive, he invests full HP. That is not a net life stealer. Life stealer, he might lose aggression, but he is still a very, very survivable hero because of rage. Which is why they put him on the off lane. They put him on the off lane for that reason.
He's hard to kill even without the living armor, and then he gets the living armor as well. He's got some fast treads up, so he's staying on 1k HP with a stout shield. He is really hard to deal with.
Yeah. So this time mith.trust actually doing pretty good. But like the I like an Essence Spray when it comes to jungling. It is actually those kind of fire and forget kind of jungle skills where you just throw it down and run back to your lane. So you don't have to stay there and actually clear out the wave. And like you see, he's gonna throw the Acid Spray, maybe he's gonna hit it a few times, but after a while he just needs to run back. When the creep wave hits his tower, he can go back there, like we see now. The Acid Spray will do a little bit of work and he can come back to just finish up the creep wave. Oh, meanwhile Storm Spirit picks off the Spectre on the top lane. So Locale's finally making a rotation in.
Yeah.
And while Locale's 8 minutes in, he already has an Oblivion Staff on his way to a second one. This could be a very 12-minute Orchid.
Yeah, maybe even something faster than that. I think he's got enough money for his second Oblivion Staff. So
if they take a tower now, it's going to be a 10-minute Orchid, and that's a scary, scary Storm Spirit.
Gosh, yeah. This is going to be great because he can kill off the Weaver so easily with an Orchid. And even just his general ganking potential on most of these heroes is going to be really powerful. Alchemist has actually picked up a Vitality booster. This is... I don't like this item pickup just because it doesn't do a whole lot for him. Maybe a Vanguard, maybe just a casual Vitality booster because he can later turn it into a Heart of Tarask. He just wants some survivability, but it's...
I think a Max Plus is good. Alchemist needs armor anyway, so it's going to be good for him. But Spectre just blew the horn to do a little bit of scouting, so he won't be able to jump into fights now.
Okay, he's come top and there's a Storm Spirit once again sitting around. Actually, Storm Spirit reveals himself, so not going to see too many ganks happen here at the top lane. But the rest of mith.trust, they've got DK farming mid, Treant at bottom getting some farm, and well, Lion, he's currently sitting at the base here, but he'll probably make his way towards his top lane since it seems to be where the action's happening.
Yeah. What's Aber got? He's got a bracelet. Going for the drum, so no Shadow Blade rush for him. But Lifestealer, he looks like he's been like, where are the creeps? And he's gonna find them here. Getting pulled by the Mineski supports. But THD sitting at level 4, Shadow Demon around that level as well. So they haven't been rotating as much as they should. Double damage here for the DK. So this could be huge, especially with a stun. He could actually get a solo kill. But the Observer Ward spots his entire movement here. And it looks like mith.trust, they do know what's up with the jungle, but they can't really do anything to stack it up.
Yeah, they're kind of stuck with what they've got. But what they could, if mith.trust are going to Mineski are going to stack all these heroes towards top and kill off his jungle stack. Arbor should be pressuring this mid tower. He's got the level 6 ulti. He can use that corrosive attack. He's even got a double damage rune. So I'd love to see him start chipping away at this mid tower, pop the ultimate, just casually pop it, because it's great harass damage, and it also can give you a bit of extra movement speed, so if you do get ganked. But instead he's actually going to go for a smoke gank. He and the Lion,
he's gonna
level 6 Lion. There's a sentry though. They should...
No, it's nighttime.
Nighttime, yeah.
The sentry's gonna time out though. Oh, gonna get a tail. Yeah, gets a tail on him, but double damage on him. I don't think it's enough. Yeah, Lion's not there. Yeah. So unfortunate.
It's not quite the right timing. I think he's like, we can kill this guy even in ultimate form if Lion was there, but Lion was out of range for an Impale Finger.
Yeah, I think that Lion's gonna go...
he's gonna get scouted out by this Observer Ward too now.
Yeah, but... the smoke's run out, but they're gonna chase down Lifestealer. Is he gonna go in there? One Impale into a Finger of Death could actually just kill something right now. No, they're not gonna go for it. SD is the prime candidate actually. One Impale Finger is an instant kill. So... you could actually look for that. Because Finger of Death is something like a Midas. In that sense, because you want to use it as quickly as you got it, so that you can set the cooldown down immediately, because it's a 160-second cooldown, so it's as long as the Golem for Warlock. So the faster you use it, the faster it recharges, and so long you get a kill at the back of that, it's as worth it as possible. So yeah, like you consider it to be a Midas. So Lion, he has been sitting on it for about 2 minutes now, so not exactly the best.
I like what DK did. He did manage to chip away at that middle tower. He's now going to compete for a rune, and this could be the death of him. Incoming Alchemist, he's chilling up the stun. Arbor should be dead here.
Yeah. The Haunt in just to ensure this is not. No Haunt, nope. He got Dragon Tail, he's gonna survive. Living Armor. No, Living Armor's on his side. Surprised he no Living Armor. Finger of Death goes out. Overgrowth, is there gonna be an Overgrowth? The DK does go down to the DOT, but they get 3 kills in return. It's 6 for 1 now. mith.trust looking really good. They trade a DK. Again, I think the SD on Trend Protector, he was a little bit sloppy in terms of the Living Armor, and I think Storm Spirit's going to jump in. No, Storm Spirit doesn't
Tried to jump on the Weaver. Weaver time-lapsed away, knowing that Storm had an Orchid. He had to time-lapse right away to sort of get away from Storm Spirit, because Shikuchi's on cooldown. So he does time-lapse instead, and now we'll see mith.trust. They're not going to find kills, but they will find this tier 1 middle tower, which is very low in HP, and it looks like they want to go for this. Alchemist is TPing in, though, and
he could get picked off. One ball in should get him.
Yeah, he's very tanky. He's got 1500 HP, but they can at least get some damage done here, maybe? No, they're not even going to look to go for any damage here. Lifestealer is above as well in that jungle, rotating around.
Yeah, TNK, he's going to a drum, so it's going to be a double drum here for the Mineski guys. Oh, mith.trust, I mean. Oh, well, the names are very similar in a sense, so it's very easy to mix them up.
Yeah, both these, similar names, and, well, both sort of similar abbreviations as well. MITH, and both with MI at the start, but
yeah,
it's confusing, man.
Yeah, double drums for mith.trust. So drums just so good that people get multiple uses of it. The pros just really don't bat an eyelid when using the charges. I tend to just keep the charges unless
use them freely. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll tend to like I tend to keep it just for tower pushes, but they use it just to escape, just to kill one guy. And I feel that the 4 charges.
Oh, Jay, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Trying to de-ward, but he could pay for this with like Overgrowth even being used here. Jay is going to be brought down. There's a Hex as well. Is there enough damage? Yes.
Oh, Storm Spirit zips in, silences him up. No silence, no mana. Nope, he has silence now. He's going to right-click it. Banker might drop very low. RR. You gonna get it? No, I don't think he's gonna die there. Not enough burst. Good Ice Path gonna block off his way, and now the Spectre comes in. R5. Stick near your allies now. Don't get desolated up. And Storm Spirit clears the tower. The Kells carries on anything.
He'll and they kill turn Storm Spirit into a carry somehow. This is, we mentioned that Mineski going with sort of a tricore. Myth.trust have done a similar thing with a tricore. They've got DK, as well as Lifesteal, as well as Storm Spirit. And it's Lakel's actually playing the one of those three heroes which isn't really a carry, the Storm Spirit. But it's the most like sort of big playmaking hero. You can give him a lot of farm and he does a lot with it. So
Storm Spirit is actually a really, really strong carry, but he's of a different class.
Yeah.
He doesn't just right click. His carry potential lies in he uses items really well, which is kind of the definition of a carry. So he's one of those rare intel carries, unlike OD who just uses the intelligence for right clicks. But Storm Spirit, he uses that because he can zip really far, can zip all around the place, and it's really hard to deal with him. And his right click becomes really painful after a while. The zip is mainly why Storm Spirit picked up. With a late game Storm Spirit, he can zip from here all the way here. So you can't really prepare for this kind of ganks.
yeah, and it's great as a carry because he's hard to kill, which I think is actually an important trait for carry heroes. Being, whether it's not necessarily tanky, but having an escape spell, much like Anti-Mage has Blink or Morphling has a ton of escape spells, you need to have a good escape spell, else you're not a good carry hero. That's why you look at a hero like Draw Ranger. Why isn't Draw Ranger picked? Because you've got no escape spells, no actual good teamfight ability, and in some ways Storm Spirit's a more carry hero than a Draw Ranger, at least a more viable one.
There we go. G gotta get disrupted up, gotta save his life. For a moment, they're gonna see if it's worth it. But no, J, yeah, actually he does keep him alive, and J now gonna blow himself up.
And TNK uses the opportunity to get out of there, dodges the Ice Path as well, so nicely played. Jay is going for the Shadow Blade, but he picked up the Vitality Booster, which slows down the Shadow Blade by a lot.
Yeah.
Dire's mid tower.
And we see a smoke gang coming here. Lion and DK take a little bit of slip into the jungle there, avoid any wards. Gonna smoke up. And Abba gonna find a haste rune for himself. That's gonna make him very happy. A flying dragon at full speed. Yes, sir. TNK gonna go for the open wounds. Yep, we're gonna start up the open wounds. Hasty on the dragon. Dragon's flying in already. Gonna be throwing out the stun, but it's a very short stun. And here comes the tail. And this will be the death of Jay. Instant haunted here by the Spectre, but no point. They're not gonna get out there. The Impale tries to steal that, but no. Not gonna get it. But yeah. The haunt wasted once again 3 times. It's been wasted just to try and scare the enemies away. He doesn't really do a lot of damage. And here's Storm Spirit. He goes out, he silences up the Shadow Demon, dodges the Ice Path, and just orbs over. No, well, just falls over and that kills him off. And a pull here. G will go down as well. And wow, this game is a completely different game we saw from the earlier game. Myth.trust just rolling over Mineski, and Mineski, they pick Tricores, yes. But they pick Tricores, they need quite a bit of farm. Whereas the Kels, he picks up the Orchid, he's in big trouble. He's a big deal, and Abba, he just needs the Dragon Bomb, a couple of strength items to not go down. And Lifestealer, he doesn't need a lot of items to be painful as well. He just needs an armlet, I think.
Yeah, the big problem with Mineski's Tricores is they're not mid-game heroes, and they all fit a similar role. Alchemist, Spectre, Weaver, all kind of DPS type Tricores. You need heroes like Dragon Knight, and Weaver's okay there, but you need more sort of mid-game based ones like the Dragon Knight, which is where Myth.trust really excel. Even Storm Spirit makes himself into a good sort of mid-game Tricore hero, whereas Mineski just put too many farm-based core heroes on their side, and they're just not getting the farm they need. Some of them, I mean, Spectre had a free farm lane more or less. Alchemist had a great time farming the stack neutrals, but even if they're farming well, they're not heroes who can teamfight right now, and that's what Myth.trust are forcing Mineski to do. They're forcing them to teamfight. Lifestealer, Dragon Knight, just much better teamfight heroes than your Weaver and your Spectre right now.
Yeah, and Jesse, if you're going to see how starved he actually is, he actually can't decide what to do with his money. He started out with a ring of protection, maybe want to go for the Aquila ring, but in the end he's like, nah, I think I need more strength, so need some boost, so I'm going to pick up the Belt of Strength, and nope, I'm not going to go for Treads, I'm going to go for BKB. He picks up an Ogre Club, so he really doesn't know what to do, and before he know it, he might be confused enough to get a Sanjay.
Yeah, the same.
Oh, zip in with the Lifesteal Bomb. G goes down immediately. Old Age, actually. And J, he's gonna dodge that stun. Is he gonna dodge it? No, he gets stunned. Oh, that's a long stun. Hacks up here, and Owa in a little bit of trouble. Finger of Death is on cooldown though. Purge up here on the shadow from the Shadow Demon. Here comes Abba. He goes in with the stun, but a good disruption. Gonna be saving him, and no, gonna be disrupting the Spectre. Disrupts the Spectre illusion as well. He misses on the DK.
Alchemist looking to channel another stun in, try and bring down TNK. TNK does not have a rage, he needs to armor toggle, but he can't. Stunned up. Brought down. Mineski get their second kill of their game, and their first kill in like 15 minutes.
3-2-2 is coming. Oh, Dragon Tail on Jay, and he's going to hack Finger of Death just to kill that. R5, R5. Not wasting any more time trying to bring down the Alchemist, he's really hard to bring down, so just drop the finger on him. a lot of burst damage.
Dyer's mid
And can be
tower
shot
could
from
use a
really
little
far as well,
help.
which is one of the big benefits of Finger of Death now. Oh, good deny.
Dyer
GG.
disowned their mid tower.
Cheeky bit of play there, but it's not something which is going to matter enough. I feel that just Mineski are so far behind. BKB is coming on Weaver, but they really need BKBs all over on their 2 carry heroes, as well as Spectre getting something like a Radiance or a Manta style start building. I don't think we go for a Radiance.
Did Weaver.
Oh, one silence since the end of him.
Oh, they didn't see him. I think it was a nighttime vision. He was standing on the left side of the jungle and Weaver was hugging the right tree line. Didn't see him there. I don't see a reason why Storm should have actually given that killed up. But yeah, anyway, if you look at the goal graph, it's absolutely disgusting right now. It's 15k. The advantage in favor of mith.trust. Doesn't look like it, but it is. And the EXP is just spot there as well. And they're gonna zip in on Weaver now.
Beaver's dead, I think. Storm Spirit
Shows
just
himself.
needs vision.
Ball
It's
it.
got vision.
Silence.
Silence instantly.
I'm not so sure BKB will do good for him anyway. They burst him down before he even gets a chance.
Here comes Shay with a stun. He's going to get this off on Lakels. Lakels, you can't dodge this. Oh, he mid-fogged him! No! The last half second he gets it off, and Lakels may actually die to this. He dies! Great play coming out from Mineski, actually killing him off.
Yeah, he's buying out now. He TP to tier 1. He wants revenge, and I think that, yeah, they're going to take a tier 2. But Weaver's going to revive very soon. Horn, again for scouting purposes. This Horn is not for engaging.
Not by any means here. They have got a Sentry Ward to scout the Treant Protector and Invis, but he's got a gem. D-wards the Sentry, and the completed mech, mith.trust can he quite easily push, even though they haven't got the best pushing lineup aside from heroes like the Dragon Knight. They haven't got any good supports for pushing with, or even any of their other sort of farm-based heroes, but instead they go for Roshan, which I think is a smart choice at this point in the game.
Oh wow, wow, Storm Spirit zips a really long distance there. He sees the Shadow Demon trying to de-ward his de-ward the high ground ward. He did get it, but he pays with his life, so that was a very long zip. This is why I say about Storm Spirit, when you get farmed up, it becomes really scary because, I mean, Shadow Demon wasn't really caught out of position. He just got spotted for a split second. Lakel just balled in from, well, 1/3 of the screen, entire screen, and well, Shadow Demon really can't do anything against that.
Shadow Demon is fodder at this point. He's just not tanky at all. Dragon Knight gets himself an Aegis, so Arbor's actually one taking it. No longer Lakel's on that. And he's on the Storm Spirit. Last game he was taking on the Weaver when we didn't think it. And that was actually one of those moments last game where I think it hurt mith.trust giving him the Aegis. This time around, Storm Spirit you could easily justify putting an Aegis on because of how powerful he is when he respawns with full HP and mana, but he's also going to have a completed Bloodstone soon.
So once the Bloodstone comes up, and every time he's near a kill, the thing about the Bloodstone is, of course, the suicide function is nice and all. I'd like to see that sometime. But Lakel's, he's going to get a lot of regeneration, and the more kills he's around, and he will be, he has been on the ball with all those ganks. The reason why Lakel's is such a great carry as well is because of that. He knows when to gank in. His Weaver did rotate in a lot of times earlier on in the game 1. And he's not the type of farmer that just sits in the jungle and appears with a whole bunch of items. He's aggressive kind of carry. Something like Horntrash player as well. Horntrash loves the aggression. His anti-mage is pretty interesting to watch actually. And oh, Lakel's, once he gets up that Bloodstone charge, he will have a lot of mana to zip around. And the worst part about it is, you can kill him, he's gonna revive 10 seconds later.
Yeah, he's gonna have that second life, and essentially a second life, and we'll see whether or not Mineski can look to hold this. It's gonna be, they have to just find whatever pickoffs they can get. They're actually smoked up trying to find something out. They can kill the Kells. It's a great little kill for them because they're gonna slow down this Bloodstone as well, and they're gonna run right into him. But I don't think they can kill him. He's just fly away further. Keep flying, Lakel's.
Yeah, but
not far enough.
Also, something to note is the Bloodstone has been buffed to 8 base charges, so it's even more for your respawn time. The first respawn's a lot quicker than normal.
Yeah, it's really nice when you first get. The problem is if you die a couple times really fast with it, it's really hard to build up those Bloodstone charges. It's such a strong item if you can get like 15 charges on it, but if you die right away or have a bad start with it, it gets really tricky to do so.
Usually when you have a Bloodstone by 25, the game isn't going too bad for you.
Yeah, well, Mineski have their work cut out from here. Even if they lose this game, we do have a game 3 because Mineski, much to some people's surprise, myself and yours, they took game 1 and a game 1 which they were behind in, and they're playing well. They're playing some good Dota. This game though, it's really tough. They just don't have the heroes or the draft to really turn this game around.
Yeah, and a scouting horn once again.
Radiant's down and fortified.
It's possible
They-
if Myth.trust have a bad engagement, throws a couple of times, then it's possible.
Radiant's
But
top
otherwise,
tower is taken
it's looking pretty bad for for
Guess what's
Mineski.
happening to
Oh,
Dire?
Lakel's is
Oh,
going
again, zip in. Spectre will die this time with the horn. They silence SD and pick off the Spectre. Wow, great play from him.
That was really smart. No defensive disruption coming out because of that, and he could have almost flied in and got the Shadow Demon as well. I think he was a bit worried about either Jakiro or the Alchemist maybe being there to get a stun off, but Mineski get a bit of a trade. They get a tier 1 tower up top, but a tier 1 for a tier 2 tower plus a Spectre kill, and maybe
Alchemist.
Yeah.
Okay. Shadowblade not gonna save you. The gem's on him. Finger of death. Goodbye. Bianca. RR gets hexed up, turned into a frog, gets cooked, and now I think GG any minute will be the right call right now. There's
It really
nothing
looks
can
like
do.
it.
Radiant's top
Even if
tower is
they're
in
losing
bad
one set
shape.
of Raxes, which in a lot of games you lose one set of Raxes, you can still fight on, but not with Mineski's draft. And I say that as Mineski of 3 carries, but it's 3 underfarmed carries in his draft. With a
Oh, nice
big
BKB, but look at him just getting beat down. He has a BKB, but it's not tanky enough.
Yikes.
The overgrowth just at the right time catches him in there. No Sukuchi. Sukuchi would have helped anyway. He'd been revealed, but no time lapse with that. And oh, that was the end of him. Life could have killed him in 3 hits.
It's a 22,000 gold lead for Myth.trust. I'm kind of wishing I didn't look at that gold graph because it's very, very ugly right now. Oh, we're being a troll. He's hiding in his throne.
Dire's bottom ranks ain't in a happy place.
Oh, but
What a troll.
yeah.
Use
But-
that dagger, hide on your throne. They can't reach you, man.
And they're gonna throw a stun on Lion, but Lion is not gonna go down here. Another pull on Jay. Well, the good news for the viewers out there, 3-2-2 is in reach now. If Mineski doesn't get a kill, trap him in. 2 more kills.
The
to go.
backwards 3-2-2.
Yeah, the backwards
I was thinking
3-2-2.
32 kills to 2, and I'm like, okay, 3-2-2. We'll get a 2-2-3.
Yeah,
Need 2 more kills.
The chat doesn't care. They just want to see those 3 numbers in order. And hopefully, the Kels doesn't spoil the dream. G, he's gonna go down. Owa's gonna follow. Is there gonna be a kill? Is there gonna be a Lion? Do not die now, Lion. Yep, 3-2-2,
Yeah.
guys. Take that screenshot.
Yeah.
And a
I've
GG
got
at
my
3-2-2
screenshot.
as well. This is a sign.
Perfect.
GG at 3-2-2 is perfect.
Well, Mineski have got some good... They may have lost the game, but they want to bet somewhere.
Yeah, made some good money. Good money.
Someone's
GG's
dropped
called.
out.
We have ourselves a Game 3 here in the GST Dota 2 semi-finals. Winner of this goes on to verse the winner of MUFC and the Mineski Cebu team. MUFC won the first game I saw on the other stream, the Dota Talk stream, but it's probably going to be their winner up against MUFC. It'll be great to see if Mineski can take Game 3, but Myth.trust right now look like a tough opponent.
Yeah, Myth.trust is always been a tough opponent. They were one of the closest Southeast Asian teams to actually come close to meeting Chinese teams in qualifiers, I think.
Radiant's mid tower.
Yeah, Myth.trust had a really good showing in the international Eastern qualifiers. I thought they really should have beaten Rising Stars, but their late game decision making just fell a bit short. And it was the same thing we saw in Game 1 against Mineski here. It was their decision making. They were ahead, they were winning the game, but then a couple bad decisions, and they gave Mineski openings to get back in the game. That's something which they have to really be a bit more disciplined with, and when they are, they win games like we're seeing here.
Might be over for the Dire.
Oh, one of the advantages from coming from a storm such as this, winning things 3, it's a really big storm. So you're gonna feel pretty good, you have good morale in the next game, and getting trashed is hard, especially when you know that a lot of fans are watching. It kind of feels bad, so we're gonna see if Mineski gets affected by tilt. It's gonna be a big factor in Game 3 as well.
We'll see how things go down there. As far as the draft goes, it'll be interesting to see. Myth.trust have shown that they can put the Kells not just on carry heroes, but heroes like Storm Spirit, which makes it really hard for Mineski to sort of pick and ban against. I think Mineski just have to make sure, rather than worrying about what to ban out, they need to plan their own draft better, because this time around picking up Alchemist, Weaver, and Spectre, they don't have enough lockdown, they just did not have enough versatility with their draft, so they need to look to figure out what they want to pick up, rather than worrying too much about what Myth.trust are going to grab.
Yeah. So, right guys, Myth.trust gonna be taking Game 2 in this best of 3. Looks like Gods and I have been casting a lot of best of 3s. A lot of best 3s yesterday in the
Yeah.
Corsair Cup as well. Best of 3 went to Game 3, and that was throw in Game 1. There was a good rotation in Game 2 and a safe game in Game 3. Gonna see if there's a safe game in Game 3. Loser does go home. Winner is in the contention for $1,000 US. So that's a lot of money on the line here. Well, reign in victory, guys. If you like my casting, I'm Lysander Zenora. Follow me on my Twitch. Follow me on my Twitter. Like me on my Facebook. And of course, follow BTS Gods or GG Gods, GGNet Gods, whichever you know him better. And yep, you guys can see you guys in Game 3. Don't go anywhere. And yeah, this is stat screen for you guys want to see it. Alright, thanks for watching.